chen zawe lama no tu sum san jen wo long do dam chu jen jong nan pa so gen dun jen ga zawe lama chen chen no san la do je ye de jen gu de nam ni jen jong ne le jen do gong song ze zawe lama de jen no Lama ba mengon jeno zhuda chu ke lo ne ze xie da so len yin ko chang na de qin da xian de zhong zu Lama jin le ze wang jeno za long ne ze xie re zhou dong ha zen ne xie jiang kong song ko wa to ne zhong zhu Lama pe man zhong ne qian no ngo yo pe o ne ze xie Jiang mi pong bang nyam ta tu ji nye wa nye de jiong zu Lama yi xian co jian qin nong kar jiu de jie zhou zi xie Li din da su si pen cu le tor pe zhong jie jen bo zhong zhu ga ter ju be la ma jin no song ju yi lo ne zi xie da jun che be man kan do na do be nian ma xia wan zu ji Gun qin zhi mi zi ren qin no le zhe lo ne zi xie ga da gong be za jin zu nan na bian ta zhe san ba zu ji Nian mi jiu wo ya sin qin no ga din le ne zi xie do nian xin jie nian bo jin jie san sen jiu la jie wan zu jie zhen qiu ma me da sum qin no de qin do ne zi xie De dong sa qin chong zhi bian qiu gu nian sai ba zu jie jie dian wan su ba qin ka qiu zhong de yin ne zi xie qiu gong de me jie ma do na na sen ke sen ya wan zu jie ga ju jie bian qiu bian qian no ro no do yin ne zi xie ne ga bie ye zhi ba san nan nyam to ta zhi san ba zu jie Jip sun ko ma nong an qin nong kong de ye lo ne zi xie Nam da da gong ju sum zhe be san he lam jiu zhi pa zu jie Nian mi xiang ba ga ju qin no nam da san xie ne zi xie da zhe nian mi cer yin jiu na ma le song nie ba zu jie zhi qin tang dong jie bu qin no zong mi tong Pajek tamba sanjin chino lero trup yene zeshe jupesan lam nyena xiong tendre somin chawan zuje Machek labje durmon chino shiropot no ne zeshe danzen yebze zene chuje dame chudra hem tom zojim Kunxin torpo sanjin chino no kunchot yene zeshe Pava ogna mangana podrar dorji katham zuchi Jepsan taro no ton chino no sampo yene zeshe Dorje sana kimi dunan jalu karjo Rapan zuje Yamyan chin bun chinon chinye yene zeshe me shiloye basane jero nama jepan zuje Osa trupe dorjen chenon jaze alo ne zeche Talon semje tramatana jene pungo sancho zoche Bema dongo limbon chino de tonjur Yone zeshe Yardan jarse Gomba tada da guyonsu Kornu zuje Ngawan yonte jamso chino yen yeson Lone zeshe No vedenzin shirje jena kamzon landa chernu zuje Jarse lodrun toyen chino sondoni ngone zuje Do konten chin pamar shine Yin pin drunu zuje Pema karje sun chino de chen yene zeshe Tonga yeshi ngaro chorna Panto ninzen shepan zuje Tenye yang zhong limbo chino si ju nyam nye ne zeshe Ma gu narma ju la china to zhu tanya chen bon zuje Tenqin zawe lama chino je zog dik Ne zeshe Rang re chu gu Rang yer jar ne ze ji san je Rapan zu ji Yama dan ro sim jin le ngi de to jin do me tu ne kowa yuren Daro donga dhame nyonjaya joshe geje dhamya maje Lama jinu tuje nyarda ninjang tene jewara senje Tamju topjang metse tonze Tume tsende sawe tadu Tunchin tarpa drabla lele Narva lene lado laja Lama jinu tuje nyarda Mele tunde drupara senje Mashe soten lupa jeja Taja jiji nintu para Raya nyurwa nyedan chegut Yore dura sipe nyer Lama chino toje nyarda Lome lona towa sinja Nyendu dupe zapchi sosa Sene sope norze yinje Jepe lujan shorda pona Namshi pardo tormen koa Lama chino toje nyarda Jeja gume topara senje Jepe memba nakpundune Leje loma chakpu jamne Mado ye pon Deijin dozo gang indu dongha nyang Lama chinu toje nyarda Mensa yang le tawara senje Ranchung rubo chanyang kongda Yinju tenre zanyang doje Yonten jungze meja zamba Chepe menda chime kona Lama chino toje nyarda Rando ngaja shevara senje Tenpong danzin gongbo kondo Samse tomje nyemang perve Sess1 tamje mege dreve Tarpe lamdo sozang masi Lama chino toje nyarda Nanze zene chupa senje Tume zangla gata maga Tsingye zangla zube kocha Nyamta tongyo ninje seme Jinyo sondo semne dube Lama togen nyarda semjo chutan drepara senje korwa nyembo mela nyembo dogu serdo tendon lenge kogu tsaya gugu sesem Meden jume chuje ranse Lama chinu toje nyada Sende loe tongwa senje Lucin Dungan Chamang Mezzo Mendo Jola Mezeninde Junde Lumiang Son Tongji Gewa Medru Digbe Yola Lama Chino Tuje Nyede Nela Yichi Jewa Senje Dala Dansen Nila Chasen Lando Nela Tomo Manda Jujin Jutse Semo Nyewa Jume Jutse Angbo Sarje Lama Chino Tuje Nyerde Nyamo Dro Chomba Senje Sene Na Yanda Chube Nanda Ransen Chuda Mandre Durdo Yindo Nyamo Konab Jinda Tete Chuben Sanda Lama Chino Tuje Nyerde Ranyo Range Toa Senje Ranchung Iba Range Mato Chube Zozon Chumen Hazo Nyamo Mege Lela Shoje Gelo Yan Yan Jijan Yan Yan Lama no To Nyorde Ranchung Range To Sinje Yore Chungjin Chela Papa Nyere Lungjin Ranju Seze Lama Tinjin Meguramje Chela Zedong Tanan Jejo Lama Chino Tuje Nyerde Meguranju Tawa Sinje Jamdo Semji Sonde Senai Meguninje Tene Machi Sezawanja Chipju Gebjon Selo Zamle Juto Mage Lama Chino Tuje Nyerde Yebze Chusun Roa Sinje Dade Dule Donga Tamje Yimpen Semje Sanje Drupsong Semcho Jijen Rando Poso Yimpen Taje Yino Shola Lama Chino Tuje Nyerde Dajin Jiwa Nuba Senje Sanje Nuna Lama Marat Damza Tumbe Kaden Nange Rando Mabzon Sena Yechek Zejo Nana Teton Lode Lama Chino Tuje Megujimin Pava Sinje Ransin Sanje Yenjang Omach Nando Chuka Yenjang Toma Mabju Nyuma Yenjang Choma Rama Nelo Yenjang Yema Lama Chino Tuje Nyarda Rane Ransa Trova Sinje Yongin Chewa Nine Chema Pingi Tamchu Turjin Drama Dingi Lende Lander Turjin Gungi Trinshi Mapten Nama Chino Tuje Anyada Ime Trimbe Simbara Sinja Mele Nibe Nime Tunda Naze Tamje Donga Jura Tongi Domji Debe Trime Tume Lime Gebja Yeme Lama Chino Tuje Nyada Chula Nilu Nubara Sinje Tambo Samje Chule Meba Tama Trumde Korwang Insong Tarbe Loto Mege Sejit Indoni Be Mago Dandra Lama Chino Tuje Nyurda Tamchun Tara Sambara Senje Yoshi Teni Jivara Senje Lome Lona Tawara Senje Cheva Nini Trimbara Senje Lela Yichi Jevara Senje Lala Parchi Mebara Senje Drabla Tsundu Nubara Senje Jingi Lando Lombara Senje Nimbo Ranto Tabara Senje Jumi Mugu Jeva Senje Nelo Rajan Javara Senje Rari Nyivu Sepa Senje Chana Yeza Jiva Senje Seji Sonji Andrapa Senje Sarva Dipsu Lama Rambo Dome Buddha Trenchin Chijit Karmi Dala Resa Chile Toye Yemen Dreba Senjel Sarva Dipsu Lama Rambo Dome Buddha Trenchin Chijit Karmi Dala Resa Chile Toye Men Dreba Senjelo.
Precious Guru, I supplicate you, kind my Lord, I cry out with longing. Unfortunate I am, my one hope is you. Bless me that we mingle our minds indivisibly.
Ne parsi bege tharpa tam tham chin chin be pardu ju parsi pa tham so se be ma nam ka tam nyam be sim chin tham che deva tam den dong ha tam char nyurdu la na me yang thopa zopa san cho rinpo che thopa sa.
All mothers, sentient beings, limitless of space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that, till I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. In praise of the 12 deeds. Homage to the Buddha Shakyamuni. You I shall praise, who first awakened the mind of enlightenment, then completed the accumulations of merit and wisdom, and now in this age, through the vast sway of your actions, have become the Lord and protector of all living beings. Homage to you, who having taught the gods knew the time had come to tame the human world, and descending from the god realm like a great elephant, foresaw the family of your birth and entered the womb of Maya Devi. Homage to you, Prince of the Shakyas, born after 10 months in the auspicious Lumbini Grove, where Brahma and Indra revered you, your supreme marks proving you were destined to be enlightened. Homage to you, Lion among men, in all your youthful vigor, displaying your prowess in the games at Anga Magadha, where you triumphed over the proud contestants, so that not one could stand as your rival. Homage to you, who, to comply with worldly convention and avoid all misdeeds, took on a queen and a courtiers, and by acting with such skillful means, so you ruled the kingdom. Homage to you, who saw that samsara is wholly fertile, renounced the life of a householder, and traveling through the sky, ordained yourself before the Vishuddha Stupa. Homage to you, who, intent on persevering till enlightened, for 6 years practiced austerities on the banks of Narayana, and taking diligence to its ultimate perfection, attained the supreme samadhi. Homage to you, who, seeking to make meaningful all your efforts made throughout beginningless time, sat unmoving in the Vajra posture beneath the Bodhi tree in Magadha, and awakened into true Buddhahood, attaining perfect enlightenment. Homage to you, who in your compassion gazed at once upon living beings, then turned the wheel of Dharma in sacred places like Varanasi, and established disciples in the 3 vehicles. Homage to you, who destroyed evil-minded opponents by defeating the 6 teachers of the Titikas, Devadatta and the rest, as well as the Maras in Varanasi. You were the mighty sage, victorious in battle. Homage to you, who performed great miracles in Sravasti, unmatched in their splendor in all the 3 realms, and through the offerings made by gods, humans, and other beings, caused the teachings to prosper and increase. Homage to you, who, to spur the lazy on the Dharma, left your body, those immortal and like a Vajra, and passed into Paranirvana, in the pure abode of Kushinagara. Homage to you, who, to show that you had not in reality perished, and so that beings of the future could gain merit, emanated a wealth of relics and caused your remains to be divided into 8 portions. Through the merit of briefly praising in this way the great acts of the Lord, who is master of the teachings, may the actions of all living beings come to equal those of the Sugata himself. The Sadhana.
Rangguangwa, Juancho Samchen, Kencho Rinpoche, Solmang Dua, Juanpo Zempo, Senjang Rinpa, Ninko Yo Doje, Kongcho Yena, Wangcho Doje, Choki Wang Nicho, Nije Wangcho, Tuku Dongji, Tempo Nangjo, Kama Chenme, Pema Kuja, Trini Wangzhou, Sherang Zhubang, Tenzin Dongzhuo, Master Tenzin Trini, Kama Ningzhuo, Temple Ramji, and all the root and lineage gurus of great kindness. I supplicate you, please grant me your blessings.
且穷途梦特巴也，去见可罗果的所。
May the entire surface of the earth become a pure land free from stones and gravel, even like level palm, in the nature smooth like lapis lazuli. Protector of all sentient beings without exception, Deity who destroyed the endless hosts of Mara, perfect knower of all things without exception, victorious one and retinue, please come to this place. As I offer you these pleasant and white lotus flowers as big as billions of worlds with 100 petals and their pollen beds, please be seated and be comfortable. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and beseeching, I dedicate for the complete enlightenment of all beings. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both according to the disposition and mental capacities of sentient beings.
我能靠当年白心情他们去南去老那没把样到把做不上节节公旁托把啥，哎，这都特把钱比说中那呢送啊啥，年白上就做到心节把单节的心菜，哎，等村民了就白东把送啊呢，村民节对呢，你呢赢了就白东把心全部都是送啥单。 你特勤的上出的心节心不过呢，娘说人呢，你就当把出春色就是现在跑把进来这个，既然老爷南边当这个娘说人呢，上下三位就这高头当当把赢了，当就是话赢，这样很节节话谁当接把南边这边出更赢吧，这你让就拿赤手加薪，这来门道话当把出春上当把些找把赢呗。 这当然就是把拉索人民政治中在么呢？这样做不上节那么去年对今年当技术，吞把些把呢，对今些把，对这这当茶王呢，这讲吧，把到这用这样当把早前马日本民族他们上了，是不是去他们去老的这把呢？样当把做不上节。 本来可老就是这不大江西的当的，这要拉手办就办了，刚刚没办没办呢，就让啥也玩到的，这不的你送我进的，甚至他们去那他把当他们去新北浪漫的话，东京行动可能人在办那大江西的，能靠当年被甚至他们去了，马脚进度拼都把突击进步，可是他们先特把。 特把钱不老那没把顿顿把那浪包钱不，让动他的心把那啥话事情，行动顺利把那谁把，人用在这把帮忙可不，两个人的把公旁一把那让个东西说头把，可话那个来没他话是把当然当牛梦把，牛梦把来他们去是把那是把工作就话用说是。 톰 타파도 게베 땅 게베 추tun바나 양답벌과 시반 청와 탐치 제반나 럭반 넘버 조베 톡 넘버 탐친친바 이시 나와나 럭반 넘버 조베 시랍지 대다게 시반에 관계지 소로베 대진식바 용띵띵 대지스 제달로베 군홍산축 셈템바 이진 란동야와 돌완 心情他们姐姐同姐是的，那个头浪古巴那平板上的是的，他头你那浪古巴那桌儿上的是的，现在连着讲巴那莫给没巴上的是的，现当军队讲巴那那没巴上的是的，那上出去手机去那边所做巴上的是的，这个老那没巴样他把做不明白多巴上的是的，这个都我经常见人比较那个往他到样到说话。 đức bà mà lúc năm bắt đầu à, nghiệp sự sẽ tăng đức bà năm giờ, để viên sức bà Sojung cả trả đó sẽ sung bà ta, Sojung cái đồng bà chết ta là sẽ sung bà thế ta được, đã cái chẳng xem xin tham chế chế đồng đẳng phiên bà ta cho vào lá số, cứ bà thế đã cái sẽ tự tạo ta này dùng để chỉ sĩ sang nhà mà xa dịp, yin la je pe don ba lang na ma nya pa chol yin do su nga ji won de ye ji du zo.
Now listen with a motivation of bodhicitta set upon supreme awakening and think, having taken the healing and purifying Sojung vows of the great vehicle, I will keep them so that all sentient beings, limitless as space, may attain the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. The observation of the 8 temporary vows of the lesser vehicle refers us to the 8 branch one-day NyungNe vows, each observed by householders. When these vows are observed while imbued with the intent of bodhicitta in accordance with the Mahayana, they become the discipline of refraining from misdeeds. In this practice, one combines the observance of the temporary vows with the generation stage practice of the deity yoga of noble Avalokiteshvara, and for this reason it becomes a yogic practice of the action tantra, kriya tantra class of the secret mantra, and a branch of the secret mantra vows. Thus, when one commits to apply one's own mind stream in the manner of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, and one does not transgress their ways, it called the discipline of vows restraints or a vow. The following is a brief commentary on the meaningful parts of the text, one by one, beginning with just the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas. Since the perfectly complete Buddhas are those who have proceeded in accordance with the natural state just as it is, they are Tathagatas, thus gone ones. Because they have separated from the enemy the 4 maras, they are Arhats, 4 destroyer. And since they have completely perfected the qualities of renunciation and realization, having awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance and having come to understand all noble phenomena, they are perfectly complete Buddhas. For example, when the heavenly steed of a wheel-turning king enters into battle with the enemy, it does not so interpolly and without travail. It is willing to forsake its own life in order to protect the king. Likewise, because they show the unmistaken path to liberation and omniscience to all sentient beings, and because they are solely devoted to the purpose of others, the Tathagatas are like a heavenly steed. Furthermore, because it is with great compassion that they carry the burden of benefiting all sentient beings as limitless as space without being asked, and since they also demonstrate the unsurpassed meaning of the Mahayana, they are like a great elephant. Furthermore, having brought their task to completion, they did what needed to be done. Having actively sought the benefit of others, they have completed their tasks. Abandoning the obscuration of karma and afflictions, they have laid down all the burdens, having achieved nirvana, the state beyond sorrow, and they reach their own goal. Due to eliminating all distorted views which prevent escape from the samsaric state and all the afflictive emotions, they have completely destroyed the bonds to existence. By demonstrating the Dharma that is virtuous in the beginning, middle, and end, their speech is utterly perfect. Having severed all ties with samsaric existence, their minds are perfectly free, and because they possess the wisdom that knows everything, their wisdom is completely liberated. This describes the qualities that arise in whoever follows the examples of the Tathagatas. Thereafter, since the Tathagatas have forsaken concern for themselves in order to show others how to train in motivation of bodhicitta, it says that they act for the sake of all sentient beings. All they temporarily establish beings in a higher birth, they benefit them. Because they ultimately establish beings in definite goodness, they liberate them. Because they have purified karmic result of stinginess, it says they eliminate famine. And because they have purified the karmic result of hatred, it says they act to heal beings from illness. Furthermore, the complete perfection of Dharma directed towards awakening accomplished by them is a path, and the definitely realized, unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening accomplished by them is a result. Regarding this practice, the second Buddha, Padmasambhava of Udayana, had said, "It fully restores so all virtues and purifies jhong or negativity without exception. Since it restores virtue and completely purifies negativity, the Tathagatas call this the practice of Sojung. Thus, it is said that one should think, I shall take up and keep the Sojung vows properly, and for the sake of all sentient beings I shall benefit them, and thereby liberate them, and so on. With this my intention, I shall take up the 8 branches vows, and keep them properly and without corruption from this very moment until sunrise tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, one repeats accordingly.
Sojana Yukpe Sanjedang
Totsu Songna Shukpe Sangye Dang
Sanchok Semba Tamche Dang
Jangsung Sempa Tamche Dang
Jomden de Nyami Shakye Jerbo Dang
Jomde de Nyame Shakya Galpo Dang
Pakpa Jine Za Wamso Dala Gongso Sor
Papa Chenrezi Wanchu Dagla Gonsu Sol
Jetar Hunje de Jinshikpa
Vichang Gondi de Shishepa
Rachomba Yang Tapa Zope Sanje
Dachon Payang Dapa Zope Sangye
Da Jianxi Dabe
Chacha Shitabu
Langbo Chenbo
Ampo Chempo
Sawa Sechen
Kawachehi
Sepa Sepa
Pachepa
Korpova
Kokowa
Dage Tongji So Topa
Dagi Dozi Sutopa
Sipa Kundo Jova Yongso Sepa
Tipa Kundu Joa Yonsu Sepa
Yang Takpe Kwa
Kontak Pika
Lekban Namba Trove Tok
Lepan Nampa Doe Tuk
Lekban Namba Trove Shirap Jin Te Namji
Lepan Nampa Doe Sherap Jen De Namki
Simchin Tamche Je Tongje Sertang
Semchen Tamchen Ki Dugi Cherdang
Pimbar Save Sertang
Pempa Chawe Chidang
Towar Save Sertang
Rowa Chawe Chidang
Nemi Par Save Sertang
Neme Pa Chawe Chidang
Muge Mi Par Save Sertang
Muge Me Pa Chawe Chidang
Sanchok Je Soji
Chanti Choki
Chunam Yongso Zokpar Save Sertang
Chonam Yosu Tsopa Chawe Chidang
Lana Me Pa Yang Takpa
Lana Me Pa Yang Dapa
Zokpa Sanchok Tokpar Save Ser
Dopa Topa Chawe Chir
Sojung In Par Langba Te Jinder
Songong Me Pa Lapa De Shindu
Da BuNima Shi Jewe Chang
Gadang Me Shegibe
Dundane Zongte
Muge Ne Sunte
Gypsy Sangnima Mashar Je Parda
Sani Mama Shagi Bardu
Sojung In Par Yang Takpa Langwar Jewo
Sojong Pa Yang Dapa Lampa Jio. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant did what had to be done, completed the task, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them for illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up this practice of Sojung. In the same way, I who am called from now on until sunrise tomorrow shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojung vows. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed the task, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, and heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojung. In the same way, I who am called from now on until sunrise tomorrow shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojung vows.
Dayang dun chum yin la jeba donba shi sawa la chu chum je yin la ye. Ba yu je yin la je tur yu je yin la sum na yu pa le tang bo rang ju. Je ni ju donba si pa chu chum je yin la ye ne donba tam chi je zawa yin ba na. Zawa ye shi da de dayang men ro wa da je. Ta na sok cha de so do ba shik so yin je je so mu ju ba dang je. yin je da de zong wei ju zhe qian bo da jian men ta na kap gu ba se kam ji jiang ma zin ba men lin ba ni po mo ni de den chi bu de wa dong de ye wa da jian men chak sim je pin zong da wa zang yang me zi ba ne ma zang ba bang ba dan som rang la sa lam je yong ding mi jiang yong ding yu ba zun be me chu la me zun qian bo da jian ta na gu re dang zhe mi se liang yin le wa si be zun men na ba dang ye yin ba yu je yin la je ne chang bong ba yin de ma bong na rang ju ba mi dun ju xian chang ge yin ne lang de je ne tam je mi xi rang ni dong ba lang wa yang ji ne me ge wa dun ye ju be dong ba ya gang yang song men ne ba zhou ne zhe yan chang da zhang da me do so yin pap dang jia ge ju bian chang da yin yang xing do da za wa la so yu ba si ba za dong tam che bang gu ba de yin tur yuk yin la sum ne rang ni dom ding yin ba zhen ba so we che den chim na ne be che tar ju be ju ba de da ton ne jar se je ze ju zang bo ji so shu ba tur yuk de chol ge dan ze chi je nga sam be ka bar dan zin di so zhe xian bo lu la ge wa me do dang ren bo che la so ban chen wa lu la jin ba se ba de ma yin na cha da dong wo so bang bang ne gar je rek sum zhe mo da ye ge je che de lu je yin la yo wa da na ge zam ha cho ma wa so bang wa ne gar je nam ba zhe wa dang de jin ji ku dang ding jiao dang len ba nga lo len ba ba wang len wa so ro mo bu zhe si ba so bong ma zhe mo rek zi sum du ma yin ba nian ma yor ping je gong bu dong wa se wa qiao dang jia so dong wa le ji ba se we se se be sin dan qing xing do so za jia nang bong gu long me jie zhe gang le la ben chen dun tong bo rang yin par ba me be da gu dang da ze ge ding so chi ding qian bo men dou ba nam le ga so zhe mo rek sum da ching so jin je rek sum bo chi de zhe be du yu ge yin la sum de yin la je ban de qi si sang nian ma ma xia je ba de ma nian song wa je o nian ban de ye ji du zu.
The words starting with just as the previous constitute the prayer of taking the 8 temporary vows, these 8 branches are then further divided into the 4 branches of discipline, the single branch of attentiveness, and the 3 branches of subduing discipline. The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline, which restrain one's own mind, one's own mind from unwholesome actions. Since these are the roots of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follow. The first is not to kill any being. Beside not killing a human being, one should not even kill a louse or its eggs, which also belong to the realm of the living beings. The second root is to not steal. Besides not stealing large possessions owned by others, one should not even steal a morsel of food. The third root is to abandon non-celibate conduct. Beside not pursuing the meeting of males and females for the enjoyment of sexual intercourse, one should not even look at one another with lustful mind. The fourth root is not to speak lies. Beside not telling a great lie, such as falsely proclaiming oneself as having high human qualities, or lying about having qualities on the Buddhism path that one does not have, one should not even fool others jokingly while praying around. The single branch of attentiveness is to abstain from alcohol. If one does not abandon this action, one's mind will become careless. When intoxicated by alcohol, one cannot be aware of every aspect of what to do and what not to do, and one also forgets about vows one has taken. Due to this, one engages in unvirtuous actions and is therefore unable to keep any of one's vows. For this reason, one should abandon all intoxicating food and drink, such as alcohol made from fermented grain, such as wheat or barley, or alcohol made from honey, flowers, or any other fermented substances, such as intoxicating fruit or roots. As for the three branches of subduing discipline, in order to refresh the recollection of one's vows, one subdues all of one's activity as a lay householder and follows after the excellent conduct of bodhisattvas. Thus one engages in subduing. First, one abandons dressing up and looking attractive, or applying sweet scents like camphor and sandalwood, which are applied with the intention to charm. Then one abandons adoring one's body with garlands of flowers, jewels, and so on. One abandons earrings, bracelets, and so on, which are the three kinds of adornment. One abandons moving one's limbs for the sake of frolic and laughter, and one vows to remain silent in various ways, which refers to abandoning the three kinds of entertainment: dancing, singing melodiously by elevating and lowering one's voice, and playing instruments such as strings, instruments, and flutes. Second, one abandons eating at inappropriate times and does not consume from noon until sunrise the next day any food such as grains and fruit to quell one's hunger. One may, however, drink liquids such as water and tea to quell the pangs of thirst. Third, one abandons sitting on a high and luxury seats. This means not to sit upon any seat higher than 1 cubit, or upon seats bedecked with silks and brocades, or tigers and leopard skin, which are unsuitable for ordinary people. Thus, when the three kinds of entertainment, including dancing, and the three kinds of adornments, such as garlands, are considered as one branch, these are the three branches of subduing discipline. Thus, thinking, I shall keep these 8 branches without corruption until sunrise tomorrow, one repeats the following. Ine suchi mi chanshin, ingi noya la mi ja, ipe chukya mi chechin, dunki chukya mi ao, oni mapo ne tepe, changi yoso pawacha, iten chito mi chashin, Oshin duma mi peche, se, ita chawe dani kien, uta kaso pawacha, ita chachum tatoni, sotu la so mi chepa, ita sotu la so pang, la chung chachung yu to shok, Uga mashu semchenam, it's all a doa shok. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words, I will totally abstain from alcohol as it a gateway for many mistakes, I will not sit on a high and luxury seats, I will not eat at inappropriate times, I will not use perfume, jewelry, and ornaments, I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of sleepless existence. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol as it a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on a high luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfume, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. Lexo.
대다의 추첨대니 탈신바 사회 제던 박바 동용 셔바 바르더 신바 조건힘 종래송아 추첨 남다가 종대 대배 두숨제 제와 세단제 추첨제 풍보 탐제 란주 조parsi 바당 흔체 추첨차베 니바타 탐제 닥parsi 제 신체 마냠 마르시 바 소피용도 마단된 방하대의 지든조
In order to develop such discipline to perfection, the Dharani of the essence of the sixth paramita of the noble Amokapasha Sutra mentions the numerous benefits of this Dharani, such as by reciting this Dharani of pure discipline, the entire accumulation of ethical discipline of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the three times will be brought to perfection within one's own mind stream, and all faults of one's previous violation of discipline will be purified, and henceforth one's discipline will not decline. Thus repeat the Dharani.
Om Amongashala
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha
Parabara Mashuddha.
Satopema Babakada
Patapema Bibuketa.
Buddha Dara Dara
Buddha Dara Dara.
Samita Avalokete
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pai Sofa
Umpes Vaha.
Om Amongashala
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha
Parabara Mashuddha.
Satopema Babaketa
Patapema Bibuketa.
Buddha Dara Dara
Buddha Dara Dara.
Samita Avalokete
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pai Sofa
Umpes Vaha.
Om Amongashala
Om Amokashila.
Sambara Sambara
Sambara Sambara.
Bara Bara Mahashuddha
Parabara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babaketa
Patapema Bibuketa.
Buddha Dara Dara
Buddha Dara Dara.
Samita Avalokete
Samanta Avalokite.
Hong Pai Sofa
Umpes Vaha.
Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Bimambaba Buddha Dara Dara Samenta Avalokita Humbaso Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Bimambaba Buddha Dara Dara Samenta Avalokita Humbaso Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Bimambaba Buddha Dara Dara Samenta Avalokita Humbaso Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Bimambaba Buddha Dara Dara Samenta Avalokita Humbaso Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Bimambaba Buddha Dara Dara Samenta Avalokita Humbaso Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Bimambaba Buddha Dara Dara Samenta Avalokita Humbaso Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Bimambaba Buddha Dara Dara Samenta Amangashala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Bimambaba Buddha Dara Dara Sameda Avaloka Home Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahash Sadopima Bebekunza Buddha Dara Dara Sameda Avaloka Home Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahash Sadopima Bebekunza Buddha Dara Dara Sameda Avaloka Home Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahat Sadopima Bebekunda Buddha Dara Dara Sameda Avaloka Home Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahat Sadopima Bebekunda Buddha Dara Dara Sameda Avaloka Home Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashada Sadopima Buddha Dara Dara Sameda Avaloka Home Beso Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashada Sadopima Sameda Avaloka Home Beso Tene Sanchok Samba Sambe Sanchok Juba Jube, Ninisum, Tinisum, the Samba Chaga, Monan Tapala, Tene Lam Deva, Dan Yupa Deva, Karpa Mambu, Tozo Panzepa, Samba, Monam Lesum, Tumje Paro de Samba, Yonso Zoparsi, Monam de Jedunzo.
Furthermore, when the bodhisattvas of the past perform enlightened actions out of love, having made fervent aspirations throughout the 3 periods of the day and the 3 periods of the night, they enjoyed ease on the path. The path was applied with ease, and they completed the accumulation of many eons. Thus, one repeats the aspiration that completely perfects the paramita of discipline, which has arisen of an aspiration of love.
Chum Jimmy Jing.
Onki Tsutim Chume Ching.
Chum number Dadanding.
Tsutim Napa Dadanden.
Lopsing me bet Chum Jing.
Lopsem me par Tsutim Ki.
Chum Paro Senzo Show.
Imparo Jitso Sho. Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry the perfection of discipline to completion.
Panggung Pakpa Le Drubjeshan, Sojung Den Chula Le Yin Ba, Chipa Pemi Namla Zowar, Ji Sumbata, Jumdin de Sharjuk Cup, Rando Yipsi Tang Chipa, Nini Suwanam, Sumchum, Saksumja, Liar Tachishin, Nini Chungse Nyamba Namja, Jachin Rigje. Lanese Jeva Pinyu Padome Parsongshi, Tele Jan Chepat, the Dava Drumen Dole, Ganjik Karpa Samjem Machapa, Jarva Seva Mana, Chuze, Ganjik Tam Chu, Rapton Japan, the Shiktim Banga Pachupet, Ninsinton, Lapa Chipa, Tene Teve, Sunan Chepa Song, Shipata, Temba Jipe, Se Yunumbu, Domba Songa. Le Tata Sanji Jetimba, Tatupe Gamdere, Ninsin, Check the Domba Nachik Soma, Pinu Cheshin, Dayan San Chokja Simjes and Be, Domba Pinum Nankatan, Chipzong, Major Zopa Sanje, Compang Topan, Jola, Chepat Tari Capsule, Sanga Torje Tepa, Latanga, Hajab Namjur Samotan, there were Yamsal Lamba, Sende, Renzinja, Jardon Kuchen. Jazangoyam Metsi Judongle Menjanga, Saja Chimbo, Chogun Topa, Sipa Yimbe, Gawa Gonje, Data Giva Tayan, Jonghove Jematan, Control, So Jingashik, Panjava Yimbe, the Nageza Sancho, Chimbun Hoam, Deiji.
The glorious protector Ayanagarjuna said, "Grant the vows of Sojung to men and women alike, so that they may obtain the pleasing bodies of the gods who act as they wish." Thus, in the past, when Lord Buddha was alive, even those who kept the one-day NyungNe vows a single time, with merely a selfish mind, were reborn in the God realm of the 33. since even those who have slightly transgressed the one-day NyungNe vows will be reborn in the god abodes of the four great kings, it is said that the benefits of taking the vows are unfathomable. Moreover, it specifically states in the Moon Lamp Sutra that the merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas for inconceivable eons. Thus, it is of greater benefit to keep a single vow for a single day during the final times of the present Buddha's teachings than it would have been to keep vows for a long time during former times when the teachings are flourished. Furthermore, the benefits of taking vows with a mind of bodhichitta are immeasurable like space and will lead to the attainment of the state of complete Buddhahood. In particular, in the present context, by engaging in this practice in a relation to a deity of the secret mantra Vajrayana and the profound yogas of the Mantrayana, one will join the ranks of the Vidyadharas in this very life. And however long it may take, it will not take more than 16 lifetimes to attain the supreme siddhi of Mahamudra. Thus rejoice. However, if we do not seal such virtues, in the end, with dedication, they can become exhausted through various conditions such as anger. Therefore, please dedicate these roots of virtue towards great awakening by repeating the following on page 11, Yellow Prayer Book. By this merit may I attain omniscience. Having defeated the enemies of my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death.
Sanje chudan tsujin chona la sancho bardo dane jab samche dagajin sojin besona yedola penza sanje dupasho. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Vashuddha Anjana Tom Che Tomba Jo Tombe Ngale Ren Chen Ye Sanye Tom Che Yonzo Pe Yami Kamba Ye Wa Dani Tuji Chimbo Nambar Sarve Tokana Ale Davi Chinko Yetendu Shayan Sembarju Tanandun Jinamka Neren Chin Chedan Chujincho Bamcha Dodin Tete Davi Chinkor Jebete Range Toge Sheye Levun Chuparden Lamada Toje Chimbo Yeme Lari Yu Sanji Sansimji Owa Chinra Yopajo Sanji Tom Chindupe sum deva shiba chuje go do semje nan la jin reze nan ka to yu cho bi chuje ya ze je ba me lo sam za lo chen je ma gu kum da ka du san je je la je tao je jin jin do la ze jin re ze la sam sa lo je ga nam ka yin de ye me a ju ga ja chong yin du so so sa ta dan shi ran cho la nga ni re nga de ye lo sam sa lo da ge ni ge sa le chu bi me do do bu da ma me te cho sho zi so zi pe la mo nam jen chu
Om Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham. All phenomena become void. From within the state of emptiness, upon a precious ground appears a lovely, boundless palace, complete with all the perfect attributes, within which I vividly appear as a great compassionate one. Arising from Mundis God, my heart is marked with a syllable tree. From the she at my heart light rays radiate and invite the glorious Guru, who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me and sits upon a mundis resting on a thousand petal lotus flower, which he sits upon a jewel throne. Homage to the Gurus, O embodied Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dhammakaya of all the bliskan ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the six realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, and who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the five families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space like Dhammakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like form. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Om Bada Bube Avo, Om Bada Dube Avo, Om Bada Aloge Avo, Om Bada Gende Avo, Om Bada Neve, Om Bada Shoda. Sadhana Maravanjube Domba Sundangava Naharadunjube Shabarje Kanya Dagatungu Deba Jeba Kanjuba Tabe Menda Shaji Yandene Tamden Jomeji Gevanan Lajeya Ron Kolo Korshin Sorvande Sanji Sancho Yeje Don Tam Che Sanjon Chodunga Senchin De Dan Denju Donga Kundan Raja Demi Maja Tanyon Chimba Nejoji
O Vaja holder and others dizzied me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to tend the will of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity.
Om Soba Vashuddha Savadama Soba Dawa Om Jana Danjana Soba Vaema Kuhan Zodan Zembe Dupa Ye Chunam Tam Domba Chu Tayangan Lepema Do Chenko Nyakave Tenderon Sen Sheka Le Wu Chu Sim Jin Tong Sene Sende Shi Yu Bema Ne Sen Dong Ba Va Shem Chen Che La Yang De Le Jia Ju Dong Xia Ba Da Wen Che Be Sob Ju San Ji San Se Na Jin Dang Te La Tan Ba Ye Ge Ji Ni La Pe Ma Ne Shi Dang Jie Ba Yong Je Le Da Nian Pa Ba Jin Le Ze Gum Do Kar Bo Lan Co Jin Jo Ji Xiu Ji Co Ya Ga Ye Jiang Yong Ma De Ye De Wu Jia Ye Ma Yong Ga Ga De Den Wu Ma Ye Ga Xin Yong Jo Wu Nu Xie Jia Jian De Den Chuo Jia Na Guo Ne Jian Sam Qi Zi Chuo Nian Jian De Den Na Xie Jia Ne Ma Po Zu Du Den Ba Ni Jin Ban Gu Jie Nan Ba Sa Sa Vi Su Ji Tong Bo Ni Tu Ga Ta Jia Ye Mi Be Dan Chen Sun Ben Chu Ji Le Yi Ben Ko Long Zhen Ba De Nyong Jie Ni Be Be Ma Dang Sun Be Jie Lo Ye Ba Ye Da Ye Yong Sun Zhen Ba O De La San Ne Ge Jia Tang Gabje Zanin Juji, Te Tarton Rasanamji, Ed Jin Redemba, Oh, Jin Jin Changshin, Gado Namayomba, Reda Papa Yongaba, Kashi Reji Shanta, Yin Tarje Chupinzin, Aze Kabon Chova, Jote Toga Daveden, Reye Gaboz, Jepotalane Kileze, Korda Jepa.
Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham Om Shunyata Jnana Vajva Svabhava Atma Koham. All phenomena that are subsumed and perceived and perceived become empty. From within this state, the nature of my mind appears as a white tree upon a lotus and moon disk. From it light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient beings. The light then gathered back into the tree, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a tree. From the tree, light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus and tree and instantly transforms into myself, appearing as a noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful white in color, with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing frowning grimace. Above it is a red peaceful face with a crown protrusion. An adorn is visible from the neck up. Of my 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds a nourishing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and I am wearing an upper garment of an antelope skin draped over my left breast. My lower garment is made from Benares. My crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart upon a moon disk is the white letter Shri, whose light rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Potala.
Beza Bodhiahu, Om Beza Bibiahu, Om Beza Dubia, Om Beza Lugahu, Om Beza Gindeahu, Om Beza Neveda, Om Beza Shuddha.
Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faulty white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Jahum Bam Ho, we merge inseparably, and my three places become out with the syllables Om Ahum. Again light radiates from the Sri at my heart, which causes the five Tathagatas to come here. From their hearts emanate the four mothers, holding promoted wisdom nectar, which they use to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transforms into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava beyond my right ear, Amoka Siddhi beyond my left ear, and Vairochana at the nape of my neck. Thus I am crowned by the lords of the five families. At my heart upon a lotus and moon is the essence of the wisdom being, the great compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is the samadhi being, appearing of the white letter Shri. From it lies issues forth and purifies the obscurations of all beings, and they all transform into the great compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the sea.
Namo Rena Jaya Anamaya Jana Sangoro Berutana Baharandaya Tathagataya Araharte Samya Sambudaya Nama Sarvata Tangatebe Artebe Samya Sambudebe Namaya Valokede Shoraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Mahakarunagaya Jayata Daradara Dara 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 Edravata Tale 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 Bada Megusuma Varele Melatido Mapada Sova Kusame kusama varele meledin dolama naeso. Yada doro doro duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba. Kusame kusama varele meledin dolama naeso. Yada doro doro duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba. Kusame kusama varele meledin dolama naeso. Yada doro doro duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba. Kusame kusama varele meledin dolama naeso. Yada doro doro duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba. Kusame kusama varele meledin dolama naeso. Yada doro doro duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba. Kusame kusama varele meledin dolama naeso. Yada doro doro duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba. Kusame kusama varele meledin dolama naeso. Yada doro doro duru 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 doli doli ba doli ba. Kusame kusama varele meledin dolama. Mapa naeso. O mane beme hore, o mane beme hore, o mane beme hore, a mane beme hore. O mani bime hore, O mani bime hore, O mani bime hore, O mani bime hore, O mani bime. Oh, money, 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 Oh, money, 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 Om mani padme hore, Om Sobhava Shuddha Savadama, Sobhava Shuddha Jana Tham Jitumba, Jati Ngale Ranye Je, Tage Shili Dumye, Ne Dun Dun Chune Shuvale, Ran Chin Le Dubye, Kan Dubye Gobye Dimbevu, Ran Chin Te Dang Dai, Din Na Tsobe Mandab Jeji, Deva Shili Randa, O Tuji Chimba Basa Kamdo Karbolanzo Juji Sharji Sayaga Eja Yumate Ujaye Mayun Karva Ede Umayeka Yunjavana Shejarjin Eden Chojurnobu Nejin Sum Cheze Chonyejin Edena Sheja Ne Marpu Tsudur Bani Jimban Gujinamba Zoyu Sobji Tongboni Tagata Jayani Vidum Chinsun Ben Chujinzi Yeben Kolon Zimba Yun Jini Pepe Mada Sambe Jilu Yeba Yen Yung Sun Zimba Ela Sani Gubja Gubjun Zanin Chujinze Teta Tontra Sana Yin Terdu Jine Dimbavo Norvarin Chin Jincha Yen Kutu Namayun Bane Rada Babi Yunga Vago Shiri Jishan Tabji Yavon Tarji Jubi Den Wuzi Karbun Chovaja and the Sheli Upa Me Marpo Tenzin Sajaji Shada only moved you Bangun Bosanu Sajaji Lara Joli Rinjo Ne Serpon Chujin Sajaji Nabda only Namna De Karpo Sanchon Chogetsu Sanda Ali Tundra Ne Janka Chabjin Jajin Ganjarin Chin Jin Di Jen Esum Simbe Saunla Ante Ishi Samba Na Jin Dong Tumba
Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddham All phenomena become void. From within the state, from the Shri at my heart, emanates the letter broom, which travels to the space in front of me. The broom then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jewel throne and a moon disk upon which is a multicolored 8-petal lotus. At its center is the Shri, which transforms into the great compassionate one, crystal clear resembling myself. His body youthful white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green and the left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, the right face is red and the left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, the right face is white and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs and a menacing frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion, and adorned visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at his heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus. The third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an upper garment of an antelope skin draped over his left breast. The lower garment is made from Benares. The crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and he emits rays of white light. Above us, he transforms into red Amitabha. His hands in the gesture of Samadhi. In the east, Ahum transforms into blue Akshobhya, his hands in the earth-touching gesture. In the south, Atram transforms into yellow Ratna Sambhava, his hands in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Vairochana in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an A transforms into green Amoka Siddhi with his hands in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and the 3 places are marked with the 3 seed syllables. The light radiating from the 3 syllables invites the wisdom beings who dissolve into him, thus we merge non-dually. Homage to the Gurus, O embody all Buddhas, whose essence in the Vajra holder, and who are the root of the 3 jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dhammakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the 3 times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced who once gaze upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults in white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the five families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart, goddess emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfume, food, and the like.
Om Banza Bube Aho, Om Banza Dube Aho, Om Banza Oluge Aho, Om Banza Gwende Aho, Om Banza Nevede Aho, Om Banza Shuddha Aho. Sadhana dosamanjebe Damba sumdangava Naradajube shabaje Kaya dagetungu Tudipa jeba ganjaba Rabba mendo shaji Yendene zamde jomaji Geva nala jeye Yankulu kurshin sorvande Sanji sanju yeje Zon tamji sanju chodungo Saji puju zuji medo Tarera lenje nyede jimbande Sanji shena mede pura Yerugunam da shendu jubarsho Nyeze menda zambonde pu Sancho la parchi mem jongshen Tusum deshi gomba toba Tansi parmendo shiva manashi Nam katanya bedo na dova sho Randan dundu yoba Ye tuji chenpa sandale Eshi durzi jumba Bumba yonsu kanvarju
O Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by the three poisons. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to attend the will of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. By visualizing it as a Buddha realm and offer it, may all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may we experience no obstacles on the path to awakening, May we realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the three times. May we neither stray into samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings, limitless as the skies, vast, become liberated. Streams of pramodha, wisdom nectar descend from the fingers of myself, and the compassion at one in front, filling the vase completely.
Namarana Raya Namayanjana Sangoro Berozana Baharanjaya Tatangadaya Araharte Samya Sambhada Namasava Tatangadeb Urdebe Samya Sambhadebe Namaya Valokade Shoraya Bodhisatoya Mahasatoya Makaranekaya Eyata Daradara Duru 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 Edevede Tale Tale Paratale Paratale Kusuma Kusuma Varele Millete Dolama Panayasova
Then I, the deity wisdom being, dissolve into them and deity in front. Above my crown is Geloma Palma, who supplicates a noble one. on my behalf.
Jagagada aya avalokeda shora pecha shire nate todrana Tukedam bhava jinezan sola gedama parmedu bashisova.
In the English language, Geloma Pamos prays to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
Om jitingu bolasam ranjitin lamasi basam jatub Oloisu dudan sambitub Otepe janjo tepe drabaranzeb Om jitin simjin gumbo cholasam No dirshi pame kude kunanzem O dirshi nan tae ujinseb O sayen chujen yado drigunseb O sayun sirji pime nambarjim O chayen raben chanwa mazanjib O shari jiba do tawinzib O chinji pema chodo sanyayam O kawa dundo nungo chingedip O chime ajama te tsambenzib O zibi uzi chari marbujim O peme toda sanhe ngarasib O tugu rijin duda dijijim O rinchi mamba pampanye nejim O lumen chubdir subdir jamshijim O rada papa namayam bakab O nijodu gijinjinan cham O chimame bape men cholaneb O tivinguni pime dobdran jam O sirje karan cholanoveteb O tozu tibe ruzo chotonzim O tepe jinjan tochin pararsam O choni suna mambo nyevasab O todu divin juni ganeseb O sundar zijin kaju jibadim O lijin chode dupon chole jar O siji kandu doi shayi on O tsambi neza yihen banzeb O ngambi dudu loji tidurshib O yanzo nyeva sanshin timbanyeb O umi choda chö tole dur O kanyi tata toran lane kub Ye jini ziji ambo yelo sin Ye tupen choda taja savatub Na tene chiba amne pimeyin Rong chiwa dada maho chiwa tam Taje tenje telana gaba kandra Om jitin gupula sam Lo jitin lama subasam jadu O loye zuwa duda sambedu O tepe janjo tepe drabanzeb O jitin sumjen gumbo chola sam Lo dirshi pame kute kunzanzeb O dirshi nawan tae ujiseb O sayen chuje yado drigunseb O sayun sirji pime nambarjim O chayen raben chanha mazanchib O shiri jibo do tawinzib O chinji pema chodo sanyayam O kawa dundo nungo chingedib O chime ajama te tsambenzib Tanzi beze chare marbujib O pemen toda sanhe ngarsib O tungu riji dudo dijijim O rinchi mamba pumpanye nejim O lumen chubdir subdir jabshijim O rida baba namayam bakab O nincho du gijinjinan cham O chimame bape men cholaneb O tivinguni pime dobdran jam O sije karan cholanoveteb O tozu jibe ruzo chotonzim O tepe jinjan tochin pararsam O choni suna mambo nyevasab O tadu devin juni ganeseb O sundar zijin kharju jibadim all the jinjo the bon toll jar, oh, Sijikan the dry shy on, oh, Tambene Saye Bamzap, oh, Nabin to Jology to the ship, oh, Yanzonia, Sanshin Banya, oh, me to the chun to the door, oh, Kayeta the Torana Neku, ye chines the jambo ye losses. Je tu be cho da da cho sa tu na ti ni chi bo ni pi mi ro chi u de da ma je a da da je tin je de na na ge ba kan da ya ji tin gu bo la sam lo ji tin la ma se ba sam je tu ba la ye zu du da chom be tu oh, to be Janjo, to be Trabanza, Danjik Tinsim Jin Gumo Chola Sam, La Drishi Pamika de Gumzanzam, oh, Drishi Nama Dai Ujisip, oh, Soyin Chujin Do Dragonsa, oh, Soyun Sirji Pime Number Jim, oh, Trijan Rapan Chama Sanju, oh, Shari Jiba Do Tavanzip, oh, Jinji Pema Chodo San Yang, oh, Kawa Tunda Nunga Tingi Dim, oh, Trime Chamate Tombe, Munzi Biz, Jenny Marbu Jim, oh, Pema Toda Sananga Se, oh, Tungu Duji Dudo Diji Jim, oh, Rinchi Mamba Pumbani Najim, oh, Lumen Chubdri Subdri Jubji Jum, Parda Baba Mayum Baka, oh, Ninjo Du Gijin Chan, oh, Trimame Baba Mancholone, oh, Divin Pime Dudu Jum, oh, Seje Karan Chola Navate, oh, Tuzu Dubu Shundun Zim, oh, Tube Jinjon Sojin Parasan, oh, Choni Suna Mamu Nyavasap, oh, Tadu Din Juni Gani Se, oh, Sunda Dijin Kerji Jivatim, oh, Lijin Joda de Buntola Jar, oh, Siji Gandib Drai Shayon, oh, Tambe Neza Yim Bada, oh, Nubi Dudu Luchi Dudu oh, Yonzo Nya San Yidi Banya, oh, Mi Soda Chun Sole Dur, oh, Kanyi Todo Kutoran Laneku, Ye Jini Zija Ambo Ye Losim, Ye Tube Choda Taja Savatu, Natine Chiba Nipimin, Ron Chiu Du Tamahon Jivatam, Danjitin Jetelana Gabakanda, Yom Jitin Gubola Sant, Nanjiktin Lama Sipasam Yetup, O Loyutu Tudon Sombetup, O Tube Janjo Tube Trabanzep, O Jiktin Sumjin Gubo Chola Sant, Lo Dirshi Pamikode Gunzanzep, O Dirshi Naman Taye Ujisep, O Soyun Chuji Do Trigunserep, O Soyun Sirji Pime Number Jim, O Tijin Rapan Chunga Masanchup, O Shari Jiba Do Tavunzip, O Jinji Pema Chodo Sanyaya, O Kawa Tundo Nungo Jimudip, O Trime Chamatai Tombenzip, O Zibi Jai Marbujim, O Pema Toda Sananga Vasip, O Tungo Jujin Dodo Dinjin, O Rinchi Mamba Pumbani Najim, O Lumen Subdra Subdra Jabjejum, Arada Baba Namayum Bakap, O Ninjo Du Gijin Chan, O Trimame Baba Mencholane, O Divin Bimin Dudurjum, O Seje Karan Chola Novetep, O Tuzu Jibiru Shundun Zip, O Tube Jinjo Sojin Barasan, Chuni Suna Mambo Nima Tatu Divin Juni Ganesera, Sumta the Jin Kurju Jibatu, all the Jin Choda the Fung Chung Lejar, Siji Kondu Dry Shayo, Tambi Nesa Yi Manze, Nambu Dudology to the ship, Yanzonia Sashi Dimanya, Mi Choda Chun Tulu. Kanjeta do Toran la neku, ye chini zi ambo ye la sin, ye tu be cho de ta jo sarvatu, na tene chi pa ne pimin, rong chi u du do ma hong chi watan, je ten na gu pa kun drum jo.
I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the Guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama Vishkanting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss, once you crowns adorn with the Buddha boundless, light you turn rest as used to hungry. Ghosts you left sands adorn with the gold lotus. You perfume her flashes with lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands, all your face is beautiful. Shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, you smelling bodies white as a snowing coat, your hotly greeting. Pearls you are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. You hot sped like perfect lotus Susa. Range on a steel like you cling like the atom. Clouds many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. You that spread is covered by antelope. Hide beautified by fine iris, betlets, anklets. You are but on a pristine pure. To send your belly smooth as a lotus petal. You sublime gold berry studded with fine gems from your hips, dressed garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit you reach the sublime. Lower realms liberated so softly. Light you dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Maras. Holds golden neckline jingling beautify your feet. You for boundless static you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then savor from the oceans of milk and water. Men or women, if you rise each day, then devote your mind with respect to Chen Rezik, and you praise him with this excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the Guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama Vishkanting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorn with the Buddha boundless, light you generous as used to hungry. Ghosts you left hands adorned with a gold lotus. You perfumed hair flashes with lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands, how your face is beautiful. Shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, you smelling bodies white as a snowing coat, your hotly greeting. Pearls you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You hot sped like perfect lotus Susa. Range on a steel lake, you sting like the atom. Clouds many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope, hide beautified by funny wrist bracelets, anklets. You are bowed on a pristine pure. To send your belly smoother than lotus petal. You sublime gold berry studded with fine gems from your hips, stretched garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower ends liberated, so soft the light you dispel, age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Maras. Holds golden neck, lendingly beautify your feet. You form boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Dan savor from the oceans of milk and water. Men or women, if you rise each day, then devote your mind with respect to Chen Rezik, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of you worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives. Oh, my prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Maraba Mawish Kanting. King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, you generous as gifts to hungry ghosts. You left sons adorned with a gold lotus, your perfumed hair flashes with lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands, how your face is beautiful, shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, you mesmerizing bodies white as a snowy coat, your hotly glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. You had sped like perfect lotus Susa, range on a steel like you sting like the atom. Clouds, many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope, hide beautified by funny wrist bracelets, anklets. You are bowed on a pristinely pure. To send your belly smoother than lotus petal. You sublime gold berry studded with fine gems from your hips, stretched garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower ends liberated, so soft the light you dispel, age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Mars. Holds golden necks and dignity beautify your feet. You for boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Dan savor from the oceans of milk and water. Men or women, if you rise each day, then devote your mind with respect to Chen Rezik, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives.
Bema Sodo Samaya, Mana Polaya, Bema Sodo Dinoba, Radro Meba, Sudo Kayo, Subuchayo Meba, Narado Meba, So Sudeme Panza, So Gumasudame, Guru Hong Ha Ha Ho Bangame, So Dodanga, Bema Bema Bama Samaya Sodo. I Demba Denza Yoraneba. Da son ro na san jo sem jong xian xia la song zhe lin zan ne kun jin xie
Grant your blessing that the teachings and the holders of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that myself and all sentient beings may train in bodhichitta. Grant your blessing that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Soba Vajudan Soba Dhamma Soba Dava Om Ahum Kado Chiraneba Nam Panto Dembe Tormande Baba Jile Zeva Don Jarva Sibje Nam Lamba
This toma endowed with perfect color, odor, taste, and potency I offer to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhas, and the Bodhisattvas.
Om Akar Mokha Savadharma Adil Mahom So Om Akar Mokha Savadharma Dedebana Dodo Mahom Pesova Om Loke Shore Sapare Vara Edam Balenda Kaka Kaka Om Loke Shore Sapare Vara Edam Balenda Kaka Kaka Om Loke Shore Sapare Vara Edam Balenda Kaka Kaka Jen Jeva Tam Tam Re Zan Lo Sa Nga Jar Me Pa Da Nyen Je Che Shen La Ma La Gu Den Jin Re Ze Je Tam Se La Ne Sho San Cho Sen Ne Ran Bo Je Ma Chi Ba Nam Chi Jar Je Je Ba Nyam Ba Me Nya Gong Ne Gong De
In all my future lives, may I be born in a good family, and may I be endowed with a clear intellect free from pride, and may I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my samaya with generous remain firm. May bodhichitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By offering a bath with scented streams of nectar to the protector of Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for wandering beings. May all defilements and the two kinds of obscuration of all beings be completely purified, and may there be the auspiciousness for all beings to achieve the stainless three kayas. Exalted Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity and meditation, corrupted mantra recitations and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I committed while controlled by lethargy and agitation.
Om Bema Sado Samaya Mana Palaya Bema Sado Dinoba Didandome Chaya Membava Sudemi Banza Sagamam Zame Sudam Chiran Kuro Hung Ha 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 Ho Bang Savata Tanga Bima Mama Bema Bama Samaya Sadowa wo mane beme ho Danje nongam papa Yo yege toma sunjebe Sane pape dute Ye chuze jepsam tajerje Laya
In the space before me, the exalted noble one who was born from the 6 syllables, he bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purify the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolved into my crown. Dedication from Shantideva, The Way of the Bodhisattvas, page 61. By all the virtue I have now amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in the minds and bodies have by virtue of my merit joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may the present joy know no decline, and may the taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states, wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattvas' prayers may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miraculous appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet with fragrant pools, all perfumed with the scent of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crashing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering the flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Dharani, the flesh destroyed, the bones bleached white as kunda flowers, may they through all my merit strains have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful stream. What fear is it, they ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly Lord, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward they will see the shining form of Vajrapani, and may the sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flows of hell extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once, fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the densities of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it who comes to banish dread, this truth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion. Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, their obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon each other's food, and may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokita's hands, and bathing in it, may they be refreshed and cooled. And may the blind receive the sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and woman near the time bring forth like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those pressed with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchanged and now set free. And may the weak receive the strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go. And may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore in swift reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts, be tireless and the journey light. May children and the old, the weak, protectless, be bewildered in the wide and pathless waste, and those whose mind are dulled and all who are insane have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil or drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of Tara, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all the evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and the Bodhisattva's children. And may the earth be awesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples, may a multitude of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the signing of the trees, from shafts of light and from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offspring of the same, with clouds of offering unbounded. May the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains on time, for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits on the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear, nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every fragrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all the wants supplied. May quarreling, vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered and always be sustained by offerings, with minds suffused with purity. May their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with the Buddha's unimagined bliss may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the Bodhisattvas now fulfill the high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arahats and Paritaka Buddhas at length attain the perfect happiness, and may I also, through Manjushi's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manju Gosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manju Gosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Tom Jen Jen Bala Sam Salon Tar Sanje Chom Dende Tene Te Jin She Ba Ra Chom Ba Yang Da Ba Zo Be San Ri Ba Dan Shab Su Den Ba De War Shi Ban Jik Tin Chin Jivandarva Kalo Jurva Lanami Latamanam Jetun Ba Chom Den Deso Tene Tegin Shikpa Te Dane Sunam Dage Jundum Give Zavanam Chu Mevzava Zubata Gerabda Jim Sonam je terenam je bebji zangbo nam je te senam je me to je pa je re partum thong nam thum pa me pa te pe mu pa nam Bhagava Shirab Serja Manu Top Nam La Zewa Me Pa Sim Chin Tam Che Je Tun Ba Sancho Sen Ba Nam Je Ya Pak Ba Kanza Nam Je Jar Nyang Len De Pe Chon Che Ton Ro Wa Nam Je Te Hi shi pa de me pa po pa sam je me cha pa song nam bar ta yang yin pa ku se ta wen cho me shi pa ku song pa me tu pa ta ki ma gu pa zok ta ki nye war ma gu zok mi pa ta man de Dong na ta le nam pa cho wa phung bo na rab de cho wa khe nam ta ke dem na ya jin xi nam dam ba du pa nam xin de jie yong su dong wa ta le nam pa cho si pa le cho wa cho wo le gar wa yi xi yong su zo de pa tam ap zong pa tar ta tar song san je chom din de nam je yi xi la ne nyang la ne pa la men ne yang ta pa ni jian ta la ne pa sim chin tam che la zik sa la yu pa de da ne san ji chom din de nam je ke che yong tin yang ta pa nam so de me tam be chu ne to mar ge par de ge wa ta mar ge Dong zang bo chen zhe zang bo man de pa yong so zo yong so ta pa yong so sang yom den de jie chu le par song ba yang ta pan thong wa ne mi du che pa me pa ye war dun ba dan thong wa la dong yu Khe pa nam je so so rang ge re pa sa chom den de je sung be chun dro wa la lek par tun ba yin par jong Dục pe san chok tun ro a se pa men tun pa me jen du pa tang din pa yu pa jo che pa wo tek pa jen du gen du na lek par sho pa rik par sho chong pur sho pa tun pur sho pa tham mo jar ve u su jo sa sa ve u su jo pa so nam je par je shen yong yong so jong wa chen po jum pe ne so jo kun de yang jin be ne so jo qian bo wo san jie yong bin san me chap tam be chu jiang san me chap pak pe gen du san me chap la te ze ne nam para me bang san me chap nam da xin de je wa shu Om Guru Ben Neve Te Aho Om Sarva Buddha Bodhi Sato Bayo Ben Neve Te Aho Om Karma Deva Mendala Ben Neve Te Aho Om Shri Dharma Pala Ben Neve Te Aho O Hare Te Soha O Hare Te Mahabeza Yachana Hara Har Sarva Pamba Makcham Sova O Atra Pendra Ashibi Soha Tumba La Me Sanje Rumbo Chopalami Tanchurembo, Rembalami Gwendurembo, Chomne Kuncho Samlan Chubo.
To the precious Buddha, unsurpassed teacher, to the precious sacred Dharma, unsurpassed refuge, to the precious Sangha, unsurpassed guide, we make offerings to the three rare and supreme objects of refuge.
We will resume at 1 p.m. Arizona time.